After you found out you are a faithful, did you have a strategy going into it?
I did, and I didn't follow it.
Okay.
So Sam Asghari played the game that I envisioned I would play.
Okay.
Because we both came into that game at the same level. Like, no one really knew who we were, which is an advantage.
Yeah.
So he stayed quiet and was not in the show that much until he got relevant when he started finding traitors.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I would do. I'm like, I'm going to listen. I'm going to be friends with everybody. I'll probably be off the track and barely in this edit, but like, it's going to set me up for success.
That is not what you did.
That is not what I did. And I blame Wells for that, because it was the first round table, and Wells, like, already, like, I'm feeling a kinship with Wells. I don't know if he's a traitor or not, but I wanted to work with him. And then everyone started ganging up on him at the round table. I kind of tipped him off right before too, because I had heard his name a bit. Okay. And I'm like, hey, I hear your name. He's like, oh my God. So he had like 5 minutes to prepare. But it was so sad because halfway through his argument, I see like some real emotions, some tears welling up in his eyes as he's fighting this table, all accusing him of something he's not. And I'm just like, don't say anything, Dylan. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. And finally, I'm like, Robin, and I'm just like, why did I do that? But it's a very real emotion to want to stand up for the people that you've grown attached to.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was very vocal and was not expecting that.
That's so funny.
I was going to ask, do you feel like how much, clearly there is real emotion, and was there more emotion than you thought was going to be in the show? Like, did you think it was going to be more so just everyone knows they're playing a game?
Yeah. And look, I've watched shows like this and Survivor, and I see how emotional people get. And when you watch behind the screen, you're like, how are they crying? It's episode 1.
Yeah.
But in real life, like, episode 1 took a while to film, and we've already grown attached quickly.
Yeah.
So it feels just like that's the beauty of the game. And I honestly give it to the production staff. I think it's Studio Lambert. Like, it feels real. It feels very real, all of it. And I had no sense of like what my character was going to be, what my storyline would be. Like, I had no idea the whole time.
Yeah.
I had no idea when we won, if they were pissed, if they were happy. I had no idea. It was just living my own reality.
Seems like they have a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. Speaking of like emotions and moments, you can bring it up. Something that you had texted Taylor was the moment with the Bob the Drag Queen moment.
Oh, yeah. So you told me after the fact that moment was even crazier in the room than it came across on TV. Yeah. And on TV, it was nuts.
Yeah.
It was, how was it? What was that like?
Yeah. So again, like, let me step all the way back. Okay. I love these questions. So like, me and Boston Rob, like, I've been saying Bob the Drag Queen to everybody. Okay. Now all of a sudden Boston Rob's like, dude, I think you're right. First person to like listen to me.
Okay.
Because what people don't see is Bob the Drag Queen was crushing it. He was carrying the show on his back, one.
Yeah.
But he also had made such tight alliances with so many people.
People loved him.
People loved him. When I would say his name to people that weren't traitors, like Gabby, and that was like my original riff with Gabby, people would protect him like nothing. They'd be like, there's no way, Dylan, like, chill out. Like, it's not him. So like Gabby, Nikki, like, people loved him and never would have thought he was a traitor. So I was getting shut down a lot. And then here comes Boston Rob being like,
I hear you.
I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Like, someone's, and like, he has a voice. I was like, I just tried and I don't have a voice. So, so I was stoked. And so we come up with this plan, which you see on TV. We're like, all right, we're going to go after him tonight. We're like, this is what people also don't see is we don't know how much time of reality we're going to get, like how much time to strategize before the round table.
Yeah.
So we make this plan. We're like, let's go work other sides of the rooms and try to get people on our side. I may be like 3 minutes into a conversation where I don't even think I've been able to talk about it. And then they call me in for a confessional. And then Boston Rob gets called in for a confessional. And we had no time to strategize.
Oh, geez.
Once we're out of the confessional, reality was over.
Oh,
so we're in this situation where it's like, we have to do this at the round table. I don't know what he's thinking. I was like, did he convince anyone? No, I sure didn't.
Right.
So we're sitting there, and
You literally didn't get to
know.
talk before you went into the round table?
No, that conversation you saw where we're like, all right, let's do this. That was it. So we're at this table. You can see us just looking at each other like, who's going to go first?
Right.
I was like, definitely don't want to go first. I already felt what that's like. So like, it's been 15 minutes of the round table. He hasn't said anything. So I'm just like, look, it's not going to happen. And then he spoke. And his first line just, immediately, like, I brought my popcorn out. It was just like,
that moment.
Yeah, it was two greats going at it. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah. Oh man.